That's the coolest, man. That like blows your mind. You look out there and everybody's like singing the words. You go, fuck. I mean, I get fucking goosebumps, man. Totally. I fucking lose it, man. I start fucking like getting excited and like thinking about it and looking at it and stuff. And I fuck up songs. I forget where I'm at because I'm so excited. You know, it really fucks me up sometimes.
Fans have always known what's going on with this band.
The best thing about the last 10 years has been our fans. The fans have stuck with us, you know, through the good times and stuck with us through the bad times, and have grown up with us, you know, and it's just amazing.
first recording session was scarier than shit.
It's really a blur. We did it so fast.
It fucking freaked me out, man. I mean, never been in a studio before.
Fucking so green, man. I didn't really have a clue. I just knew I dug the music, and I just went in the studio, put my headphones on, and beat the fuck out of the drums and played the music, you know? Had like a really good time.
I didn't really know the words, so if you listen real carefully, you can hear me turning the pages.
We'd never done one before, so you're just tripping out. You're so excited to be in the studio, and before you know it, it was over, and I was like, wow, it's over. And I didn't really try, I didn't grasp it, you know? I was so excited to be in there, I didn't really notice.
It was really scary. It was really an experience. Things have gotten easier since then. You know, to anybody just starting out in rock, the only thing I would say would be just always do what's in your heart and never let anybody tell you that what you're doing is wrong, as long as you believe in it. And if you just stick with one thing and you believe in what you're doing, I mean, there's no reason you would never make it, really.
My manager said to me, he said, don't make kids choose between you and another artist. And I never asked fans to choose. I'm simply sticking up for, you know, myself. When somebody else puts me down, you know, we don't dig it. And when they put down our band, we stand up for it, just like you would for your own family. I don't think we're asking fans to choose if we decide to put down certain other groups. If other artists decide to slag on other artists, you know, the fans can dig both bands' music. It's a personal thing. And this conflict is probably very healthy. You know, I think without conflict, we'd all be pretty bored, wouldn't we?
When I get frustrated in my studio, I usually come down here to my shop here and reload my own bullets because I like to shoot my guns. This is a 454. It's my favorite.
I don't know if you can see everything, but there's a coconut in the Y of the tree. You can see the squash. There's a pumpkin on a sandbag that you blew up the last time you were here, with the dead pumpkin right underneath it.
I know. See if you can hear the sound of the bullet hitting. No, there is no other musicians in my family. However, as far as ancestors go, yeah, I did have one. Way back in the 1800s, he was a violin instructor. He got ran over by a train.
That's weak, man. That and that don't go together. That's fucking bad.
The most memorable tour, you know, that I would have to say would be our very first tour, and that was the Ozzy Osbourne tour. And that was nuts. I mean, completely out of control, over the top, later, nuts. Ozzy's like the greatest guy, man, and he taught us so much. We had so much fun, and Ozzy is just like the king, man. I mean, like the way we treat bands, you know, our opening acts is the way he treated us. I don't know, he's like our mentor, you know. We love the Oz. Ozzy. His choice, man. We had a blast. It was fun.
Went to an Ozzy Osbourne show a couple of weeks ago, and Gene Simmons was standing there from Kiss, and I go, dude, fuck, if you only knew, you know, I was a little fucking bonehead, you know, sitting in my bedroom at home, and I bought a Kiss Alive album, and I opened it up, and I fucking just went nuclear, man. You know, I was like, who the fuck are these guys? And I put on the record, and I just tripped out, and I told him, like, you know, that guy changed my life, you know, and I'm sitting here talking to him, and he's going, wow, that's wild, man. You know, like, he couldn't even really relate to it. It was fucking bizarre. Pretty bizarre conversation, actually, that we had, you know. But, he's a real cool guy. It was fun. But that's really, I bought a Kiss record, and I started beating on cardboard boxes. You know, I didn't have drums yet. And I just had set up as many boxes as I could and turn them upside down, and they sounded like drums. They worked, you know. It was cool.
band is really doing some growing without losing the fact that we're still a rock and roll band. Because when we get together, the vibe of Motley Crue comes out through the music. It's not contrived. That feels really good to me, that we don't have to try to be Motley Crue, because we are Motley Crue.
You have your wife do this? Yeah. You do? Does she go, God damn it? Yeah.
Heather giving you a
So when are you going to grow your hair back?
Does she want you to?
Yeah. Probably tired of it. Yeah. This will be the last hawk that I'll be having. In the world, we'll have them after this.
Glenn? Will you lace my shoes for me?
How's that? Thanks for the light, bud.
When you're done.
Sweet, dude.
Mick, oh man, he's the devil. He's Satan. I swear to God, man, I don't know much about Mick. I don't think anybody does.
The man is one of the best blues guitarists of this day and age that I know of. You know, he learned from the guys that are the kings, and he can play that style of music so well, and doesn't get a chance to show it off a lot in Motley Crue.
He really rocks my world when he plays. Oh, fuck, man, that's amazing. That's my Mick.
Any advice that I would have for any aspiring new musicians, guitarists, drummers, or whatever, is to be as original as you possibly can. Whether anybody comes up to you and says, oh man, that doesn't sound good, but it's like, be your own self, always play your own licks, don't be like anybody else.